Welcome to BattleBlogs, a show where I take a look at the world of robotic combat, particularly the BattleBots brand. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Between them taking a break from BattleBots episodes during March Madness and recent events in my own life, I've really fallen behind on these episodes. So to make up for it, this is a double episode. I'm going to be covering 2 nights instead of just one. So, with that, let's just get started. Riptide went up against Captain Shredderator. There were a couple shots that came in from the captain, but ultimately Riptide showed how terrifying it really was, and proceeded to peel the shell off for the KO, and just makes me just wonder, is Captain Shredderator just an outmoded design at this point, and just can't keep up with modern bot designs? But in any case, Riptide got the KO and the win. Mammoth went up against Death Roll, and Death Roll went back to its bullying ways, KOing Mammoth quickly by attacking the wheels, but it could have been a lot sooner than that if Death Roll was actually trying to take Mammoth out instead of being, well, cruel. Banshee fought Emulsifier. It was a must-win for both bots. Emulsifier finally got to show what it could do. Banshee never really got a chance to use its weapon, and eventually just stopped moving. So, win for Emulsifier. When Copperhead went up against Kraken, it was a fun but short-lived wrestling match. A bit of dancing and a few weapon clashes, but Copperhead continued its perfect season with another KO. And that deadly brick is showing a lot of promise for this season. Horizon went up against Shatter, and my goodness, it looked like the 80s threw up. We finally got to see what Horizon had to offer, and the match went on for a full 3 minutes. And the judges even ruled for Horizon, even after an appeal from Shatter was unsuccessful. When Ominous went up against Shred It Bro, both weapons died after a solid clash that threw Ominous across the box. Ominous got its weapon back, but it went to the judges. Fortunately for Ominous, the judges ruled for Ominous to take the win. In the main event of this night, Whiplash went up against Monsoon. There was expert driving by both competitors, and Whiplash sacrificed a lot to keep control. Both weapons remained active, although Lash shut down intentionally for safety near the end. In a split decision, the judges noticed that and ruled for Whiplash. On to the next night, Black Dragon went up against Beta. There was a lot of hype around Black Dragon's no KO streak. Beta brought a special armor and skilled driving, but it just wasn't enough to avoid getting KO'd by the Brazilians. Black Dragon moved on. Cobalt went up against Overhaul. And Overhaul tried to get a grip, but Cobalt was too fast and chipped at those tires a lot before eventually getting Overhaul onto its head, and it also got it to stop moving. So the deadly disc spinner comes out with another hard-fought win, and well-deserved and all that. Switchback went up against Ominous. Ominous did very well at first, looking like it was the clear winner until Ominous was knocked on its head and the writing mechanism malfunctioned. They're going to have to work on that if they're going to get wins in the future, but Switchback managed to squeak out a win this time. Triton went up against Glitch. After one good solid hit, Glitch had trouble moving and started smoking. It almost made a comeback, but wound up getting flipped over on its head and stopped outright. Triton came out with a win. Gigabyte fought Starchild. Byte brought a special setup that ate up Starchild's wheels. Surprisingly, despite all that, it went to the judges, but it was clear who was the winner, as the judges ruled for Gigabyte. Captain Shredderator went up against Jackpot. It was the fourth and final match for both of these bots. Several mighty blows, and soon Jackpot was bullying the captain. Jack remained in control and peeled away the pieces until the judges ruled for Jackpot. On a side note, I honestly think this might be Captain Shredderator's last year, as it's just been getting increasingly embarrassing for the guy. And I feel really bad, because I love Captain Shredderator. I just don't think he's good enough anymore. But enough of that, on to the main event, as Bloodsport went up against Rotator. There were many powerful hits, until Rotator eventually stopped moving. Bloodsport's reach and force scored the KO, and has left things really awkward for Rotator. These two nights were exciting, of course, and it's painting a very nice picture of the tournament to come, and I couldn't be more excited. It has been a rough time for me, but I will keep up with all this. I will until the tournaments end, and of course I look forward to all that. Excuse me. And as always, I look forward to every night tuning in and hearing Farouk say, "It's robot fighting time."